So hello guys, welcome to Ctrl.Command.Continue and welcome to another Realm Reborn update. Now, we just got some news, and I suppose this update is more for guys who were on 1.0, not necessarily legacy members, but guys who had characters in 1.0. Now, I'm not going to talk about everything that was released because it is quite a lot, but maybe the more important things that you're going to have to think about when transferring your character from 1.0 to a Realm Reborn. Now, first things first, as we all know, in Final Fantasy XIV there was 10 worlds or 10 servers. Now, they were all located in Japan, but what they've done for a Realm Reborn is they've taken 5 servers and they're going to be located in Japan, and the other 5 are going to be North American / Europe servers. The 5 servers in Japan are Riddle, Masamune, Durandal, Aegis, and Gungnir. I don't know if I said that right, but you'll know what I mean. So they're the 5 Japanese servers, they're going to be located in Japan. And the other 5, Sargatanas, Balmung, Hyperion, Excalibur and Ragnarok, are going to be North American / Europe servers, but they do say the Ragnarok world is recommended for European time zones. Now, for me personally, that leaves me with a choice. In 1.0, I was on the Durandal server, is now located in Japan. I'm kind of a bit conflicted on what to do, whether to transfer to one of the North American / Europe servers, but I'm not even sure about the Ragnarok server. They say recommended for players in European time zones, but a lot of players that I will be playing with, chances are there's going to be a lot of American guys. A few guys I've met through YouTube, and we were talking about playing together, and yeah, so I'm a bit stuck on what to do with that. I don't think I'll transfer to Ragnarok, but I really am considering changing servers from Durandal. But I suppose I'll do an update when I've made my mind up. But anyway, enough about my conflictions here. Square-Enix are going to accept world transfers roughly mid-June. They've not given us an exact date. And the world transfer date, now I think that's when you apply for your transfer, and the date the transfers will be carried out is the start of Phase 4. Now, I'm not sure if that means after Phase 4 you can't transfer. You know, I'm not 100% sure on that. It's not exactly clear, but I think that's what they mean. So I think when Phase 4 hits, if you haven't transferred worlds, you're going to stay in the world you're in. So you've got a bit of time to kind of make up your mind, but I don't think it's a lot of time. You've basically got Phase 3 of beta to make up your mind. And they also do say the NDA as of Phase 3 will be lifted, and you're free to discuss with your in-game pals, real-world pals, and decide what server you would like to pick. Now, there is some more kind of details there, but I don't think they're really... It's just things like if you have the same name as somebody else, then one of you are going to have to change, pretty much, if you transfer. But there isn't a lot there. That's the main thing. Right? So the second lot of news we got is transferring your character data. As we all know, you have a 1.0 character, you can transfer that into the new Realm Reborn. It basically just kind of tells you how it's going to happen, basically. Yoshida has already stated that 1.0 characters, I'm not entirely sure if it's just Legacy, but 1.0 guys, somebody might need to clear that up if it's Legacy or 1.0 guys, but we will have a slightly different storyline from guys starting new. Just for example, I'm a Legacy member and I have a 1.0 character. Gary will probably be playing as well. He'll be starting a totally fresh character. We're going to have slightly different stories. I think it'll probably just be the start of the game, but our experiences are going to be slightly different. Now, they basically just say if there's a certain starting area you want to be in as a 1.0 character, you have to pick your starting class. If you would like to start in Limsa Lominsa, you have to pick a starting class of Marauder or Arcanist, but Arcanist will not be available during beta. If you want to start in Gridania, you have to be an Archer, Lancer or Conjurer, and if you want to start in Ulda, you need to be a Pugilist, Gladiator or Thermitage. Now don't be like, oh my god, I don't want to be an Archer. Because you have a 1.0 character, you will be able to change classes right away. You don't have to worry, all you have to make sure is that's your starting class, and then you can just switch weapons straight away, because you will have access to the armory system from the get-go. You don't have to worry, just make sure if there's a, like for me, for example, I am a Gladiator, so I have a level 50 Gladiator, but I want to start Limsa Lominsa, because that's when I was in 1.0, and that's like my hometown, man. So I would pick my starting class as Marauder, and then if I wanted to switch back to Gladiator, I could easily just switch back. Just, you know what I mean? So just make sure when you start the game, your starting class is the class for that city. Yeah, it does say that. Unlike version 1.0 characters will retain their class and job levels. Unlike new characters, they will immediately have access to the armory system and have the ability to change classes, so not to worry. Now there's a couple, they mentioned some things on quests. What they're saying is all the quests you've done in 1.0 will be viewable in your journal, except it will not be available in Phase 3, but Phase 4 onwards you'll be able to view your 1.0 quest journal. So they're all new quests, but the quest A Relic Reborn has been changed, so all progress that you made is saved. If you did make progress on a certain relic, then you keep that progress. I think that's what they're saying anyway. I'll leave links for all the two web pages so you can have a look at them. The other thing they've said that I want to really touch on is if you had items in 1.0 but you don't have space for it on your person in the new game, kind of like myself, I've got items but my retainer was holding some, but you have to rehire your retainers. You will have to go to an NPC. I know this has been said before, but he's called the Calamity Salvage NPC, and you go to him to get your items back. That is basically the only thing I really want to talk about. Everything else is just talking about you have to rehire retainers and stuff like that. And so everything else, well, for me, it's not a big deal, you know. They were just the things I kind of want to touch on. But there is a lot here. They talk about mounts and other systems as well, and they talk about the new lodestone a little bit. But guys, I wanted to keep this one short anyway, and if you have any questions, you know, leave a comment. I'll try and answer it with the information that I've got, and let me know your thoughts on anything Realm Reborn related. Let me know if you're going to change server. Are you going to stay where you are? Do you mind if your server's in Japan? Are you going to change? Or, you know, leave a comment and let me know where you stand on this one. But guys, as for now, I'm going to head off, and I will see you all in a Realm Reborn. Take care.